This is a quick, I always start with this is a quick video and it never is. So I'm going to say, instead of this is a quick video, I'm going to say this is a video on the screech owl. Just occurred to me that it would be nice to do a video on one of my favorite birds of prey, the owl. And then to show off my cute little earring studs. These are the owl studs that I've had for 31 years. Yeah, give or take. I've had them before I knew anything about owls. I saw them, they were gorgeous, and I used to have other owl things, but these are the surviving owl related items that I've kept, that have followed me through different seasons of my life. And right now there's a season of change occurring where the owl medicine is pretty obviously in need. And thought, you know what, I'm not the only person dealing with the need for owl medicine, so why don't I share this with others. If you're familiar with the owl, you know that it deals with wise woman wisdom. These are the positive. It deals with clairaudience and clairvoyance. The owl primarily, some, if not most, hunt at night, so deals with night vision, the ability to see in darkness. And if you can relate this information to a human being, it doesn't necessarily mean the person will see in darkness, but it means that they're able to gather information when there is none that's easily perceived. And what that means is, especially today, this day and age, we're dealing with a lot of change, and we're dealing with this change where we may not know what's next, and it's hard to figure out, is this world growing toward a safer avenue, or are things really getting so bad that, you know, scaring us into our hiding places. Our medicine can help us gain a perspective that is different than what's being communicated in, let's say, the mass media and so on. Because one of the aspects of that is going into silence and patience and using our inner wisdom or deeper wisdom. It is not uncommon for many people to be afraid of owl, especially the screech owl, which is very common in North America, South America, Haiti, and other parts. And it makes that really loud and screechy sound, and so that's been associated with demonic or evil or fear, inciting fear in people. What's interesting is that particular sound, to me, I find beautiful, because it pierces the darkness. You cannot not hear a screech owl. Where a screech owl is, it forces your attention on it. And so when we're living in a time where we're afraid, a sound like the sound of the screech owl is also protective, in my opinion. Not that I'm not saying please don't go out there making sounds like screech owls. That's not what I'm trying to say. But looking at the deeper meaning of that this little animal, well, not all of them are little, but let's say, they're not as big as human beings, okay? So, but this small animal can make this sound that is so alarming, that's the word, that unless you're really gutsy, you're going to want to go the other way, because you're thinking this thing is not happy. That's a defensive sound. Screech owl is not going to make that sound during hunting. It's not going to make it when it's about to get its prey. which is actually the opposite. When it's hunting or looking for prey, it is extremely silent. And there's even a particular owl that's so silent that you can't hear it, and it swoops down and gets its prey. So learn more about the owls, screech owl, snowy owl, because those are a little cuter. Most people like the snowy owl because they're puffy white and they look like, cute. But learn more about that particular energy in this time, because learning to be silent now is very important. Learning when to make that screeching sound as a protective mechanism is important. Learning to tap into a deeper awareness. I'm not talking about clairvoyance, clairaudience. Some of us may say, oh, well, I definitely don't have any of those talents. We all do. But some people might say, oh, I don't have those. But you do have deeper insight and knowledge. Huh? So you can use those deeper insights and knowledge and deeper inner knowing to better understand the world around you. Owls don't watch television, a lot of TV, and owls don't do a lot of mass media. It's just not on their list of to do. So take an advice from the owl and maybe eliminate or reduce some of that, because a lot of the concerns and worries perpetuated by misinformation or entertainment news. That's really what it is. It's not even news. News is classified as entertainment, so it's entertainment. It's there for a purpose of manipulating and creating a particular programming and people's behavior. So learn about the screech owl, find your inner wisdom, and these times will be a little bit smoother for you.